Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mahjong Talk. I'm your host Peter Vaughn. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of my latest videos. Okay, so let's just get started with the game. Okay, so for all of those who joined my Twitch streams, I really thank you. And if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. So usually I do these videos on YouTube. I got started on YouTube, so basically I just talk about stuff like revolving around life that I've learned or stuff that a lot of people have taught me. And, you know, thanks to the people that I've met, I've managed to learn like a lot of things. But I'm still learning. I'm still learning. Life is all about learning. And today's video, I'm going to be talking about basically those times when you don't know how to feel about something. And I think that's a feeling that we all share because there's some things that are easy for us to interpret and make and give an opinion on, and there's some things that are just kind of hard for us to analyze and allow us to understand fully until we actually really sit down and think about it. I know I'm being abstract, but at the same time I'm trying to like conjure up exactly what I mean here. What I mean is that there are situations where it's not just one-sided. You look at both sides of the perspectives. So basically like two friends fighting, right? Two friends are fighting and then basically you're caught in the middle of it and you begin to wonder exactly who is right and who's wrong. But at the same time, why do these events happen? These events happen because they're two different perspectives. And these two different perspectives, they will not always, but sometimes they will conflict with one another. This is why there's so many people that argue about things like religion, politics, and all of this stuff that is part of their own inner core. So, you know, some people's family values are kind of different from others. And that occurs all the time in life. Oh, dang. I could have kept that red dragon, but we'll leave that for now. And, you know, you will encounter different perspectives in your life and you will have, I wouldn't say arguments, well, disagreements. You will have disagreements with some people's perspectives on life. But that's a part of growing up, because when you grow up, we begin to grow up into different places. And sometimes in a household, like when you're raised by your parents, you begin to develop your parents' beliefs and perspectives. And then eventually you go into school and you go into another environment where your parents' opinions are not the stronghold of who you are. You begin to learn more from other people. In other words, your teachers, your the friends you make, and those events will shape you as well. So in other words, there probably are perspectives that I built from my friends from high school that my parents never built when they were in Thailand. So, you know, all these different perspectives will come into place. And the thing of it is that there are some times where we just don't know how to feel, especially during those times when we felt like we did something wrong to another person and we feel that impact of the guilt that we did upon that other person. And sometimes we didn't do anything wrong, but then someone probably within our inner circle felt like we did. And we don't know how to interpret that. And we feel as if, oh, was I wrong? Did I do something wrong? And did I create this whole, whether it be drama or this rift between me and this certain person that I have a disagreement with, whether they be a friend or family member? And life is filled with all sorts of those little tidbits that kind of throw a ratchet into your own mental state. And what I haven't discovered this. I basically just felt like I kind of walked into it. Is that honesty with yourself, I think, is the best way to approach it. But at the same time, too much exposure to your honesty might kind of corrupt your mind into thinking something negative when it really shouldn't. So it's a really tough call to make. I think I can go. Maybe I can go for a toy with this. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys will know. But Yeah, like there are times when I struggle with like certain people didn't like me and they're part of my friend's friend group. And I end up wondering, what did I do? Like, because as an NF, like if you guys are familiar with the Myers-Briggs personality test or personality traits, I'm an INFJ, which is uh, I don't know the acronym. I think it's introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging. Basically, what I feel is interpreted by like the people around me. And also the thing of it is that if you say like you just have to be yourself to an NFJ, we don't know what that means. We don't know what that means because I guess you can say we're people pleasers, but we're people pleasers to an extent. So in other words, if you cross an INFJ, it's as if you kind of push that INFJ out of your life. In other words, like for me, if a person is very toxic to me, I will leave. I will leave and not bat an eye on it. But you know, it really comes down to the fact that there are times you have to think about. My point is that as an INFJ, I basically care about what people think of me. At times. But if it's not justified in my mind, based on what my logic is, I immediately just separate myself from said person or group. Because, you know, at the end of the day, you know what energizes you, what gives you energy, what gives you great mental health. And, you know, some people don't, and they feel like they have to stick around this particular group because, you know, they've probably been through a lot of times with this particular group, but, you know, maybe the group has degraded and not become very beneficial for whether it be you or a said person we're talking about in question. So, you know, you know who you know yourself better than anybody else, and you know what allows you to flourish and succeed, and you know what allows you to feel a certain sense that your potential is limited or you're being talked down upon because of a certain toxic atmosphere. And you know, I do believe everyone says things out of good intentions, but at the same time, everyone has different perspectives, and those different perspectives on their good intentions may not be your perspective on good intentions in life. So the thing of it is that when it comes to moments like this, we don't know how to feel, and we don't know exactly whether we're in the wrong it be or whether it be us being immature and not accepting what life is trying to teach us at this particular point. So I always wondered about exactly what is it that I'm feeling, and is it, I'm not saying it's, I don't want to use the word justified, because justified is basically solidifying a certain state. I would have to say, are my feelings right for this particular moment, or am I basically misguiding myself? Because that's the thing that we as humans, we worry about the most. If we're honest with ourselves, we worry about misguiding ourselves to a point where we are the most worst version of ourselves. And that's really hard to do. That's really hard to monitor, especially, you know, when you get older. You just don't want to think about it too much. You don't want to think about, oh man, I don't want to think about how I feel. I don't want to think about having to monitor myself all the time. I don't want to think about, you know, all this like rigmarole of like extra feelings that kind of disturb my natural rhythm in life. And also because of the busyness of our society, like people always say work, work, work. You have to think about what you're contributing to society. This is no time to think about yourself or, you know, what you're feeling. And, you know, that's not really great. That's not really great, because then you feel like you're a burden to others, especially for me. As an INFJ, I go through like basically thinking about, oh, like, is these feelings of mine right for me to focus on at this time. And you know, I mostly care about how I help out others because I really want to do my best to serve others, but at the same time, you know, I also got to serve myself at the end of the day. Not serve like take care of myself, I mean. And it's really hard to do that, especially with a personality type that basically is more like geared towards helping others. Now, of course, I'm not a saint. Of course not. I'm not saying like I'm a saint, like, you know, in that regard, but at the same time, like, for my friends, I always try to put myself behind so I can actually help out my friends, whatever conundrum or problems they have. And also, like, you know, I'm not into horoscopes or anything like that, but at the same time, like, I'm not really into astrology, and you know, I'm a Cancer, and Cancers we tend to we tend to like go all in on our relationships, like with loyalty and stuff. So for me, it's like it's better to be in great relationships with everybody, especially those who have made you better than you are in the past. So, you know, I always cherish my friendships. I always cherish what my family has given me. And I always try to take one day at a time to basically say, okay, what do I need? All simple? Okay. Well, that's not too much. Oh, I'm in 4th place, though. Oh, now I'm in 3rd. Okay. But there's still time, guys. There's still time. Yeah, and the thing of it is that, like, sometimes because of my desire to, you know, like, be there for my friends and try to support them in everything that they do, I sometimes push myself a lot more than I should. Such as, like, I don't really take care of, like, saying the same positive stuff that I say to my friends to myself. And I have to put that into practice. But also, there are some things that I need to say to, like, to my friends that maybe I probably worry that about their reaction to things. And usually, living by your own truth is really hard to do because sometimes you worry about disturbing a friendship or a particular relationship that you've cherished over the years, and sometimes it makes you feel guilty, like it makes you ask yourself, am I being ungrateful for this relationship? Am I not respecting the other person's boundaries? Am I not really being myself around this person or this group? And I feel bad for people that have grown up into, like, really rich society where they, like, if they're very wealthy but they're surrounded by the wrong types of people, such as, like, very toxic people that just look down on others, and they themselves feel like they don't want to be toxic in that type of setting. Because, like, we all are surrounded by different people, by different perspectives, and these different perspectives, they conflict with one another. And sometimes stepping away is the hardest thing to do. It's the hardest thing to do. It could also be, oh man. I mean, it's not too big, but at the same time, it's like I was 3rd once and now I'm back to 4th. But, you know, I mean, I make these videos for you guys because, like, if you guys have watched me for a while, you guys know that I'm not really into hustle culture. But then again, I'm always pushing myself to, like, bring up the Twitch streams to you guys. I mean, I'm having more fun. I'm having a lot of fun with Twitch, actually. So for all of you guys that actually tuned into the Twitch channel, I thank you. But, you know, I'm also making these videos for you guys because I love doing this for you guys. Because at the end of the day, I really want to make sure you guys, like, get that healthy dose of balance where basically, like, say you are into that hustle culture and you basically work, trying to get that successful path and outcome that you really want to achieve. But at the end of the day, I know that eventually you will get tired and you will get worn out, and hopefully you will come across my videos or my Twitch streams and you will realize that not all people will push you to get into that hustle culture and push you to push your mind to that place where you feel like you're not everything you're doing is not giving you fulfillment. And I make these videos for you guys because I want you guys to know that are people there that basically say go at your own pace. Go at your own pace, take it easy, let yourself eat ramen and just chill out and watch Netflix for probably an hour or two. There's nothing wrong with that. And eventually you will get back up and you will go back to doing the thing that makes you awesome. Oh, nice. Reach Batsu. Yes. Nice. Mangan. Awesome. Looks like we're starting on a really good note, guys. Yeah, and the thing of it is that I don't if you guys are into that hustle culture and you're all about just working until you get that successful result you get, I'm not telling you guys not to do that. But what I am telling you is that, are you focusing more on the result or are you focusing on the journey? If you're focusing on the result, then I think that that's the time that basically you have to step back and basically think about, okay, once I get this result, how will I feel? A lot of people envision results. Like, say, for example, if I was focused on the result of being successful on this YouTube channel or my Twitch streams, and basically, let's say I get like a 1,000 or maybe like a couple thousand subscribers and followers, I will still be the same person, both internally and outwardly. I will still be the same person, and once I achieve that milestone, there's going to be another milestone to take its place. And at the end of the day, I've just gotten tired of worrying about outcomes that much, and I have to think about what is it that I need to be happy. And the thing of it is that also happiness, you can control the state of your own happiness. I'm working a job that basically just pays the bills and allows me to save money, but at the end of the day, is it something that I want to do? Of course not. It's something that just allows me to have access to resources. But does my job dictate my happiness? And the answer is no. I could basically tell myself I'm happy right now. And if I tell my mind that, then I will be happy. And it's not easy to do, but at the same time, it's what's needed. It's what's needed. Because a lot of people can't, a lot of people try to get to the career path they want to, and once they achieve it, they're still the same person. And sometimes that discourages people because it's this is it. And, sometimes it is it, because at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, am I cherishing the small moments in my life? And if you're not, then maybe it's time to actually just stop thinking about the future and thinking about your future prospects and just focus on, what is it that drives you just to say, this dinner I'm eating is delicious, or I'm lucky to have this drink of water. Because there are some people that don't have that. But also, I don't want you guys to think, oh, there are people worse than me, so I should be grateful. That's also another mentality that I don't want you guys to develop either. But then again, it's up to you guys what you want to take into your life. Because for me, I don't want to think of myself as better than others because they have a worse situation. I also don't want to think myself worse than others because they are more successful than me. The tricky part about life is that you begin to realize that the balancing act between what you have and what you don't have creates this weird space in your mind. It's like how authors create protagonists. Or antagonists, or any character. They have a desire, they have a fear, and they have a misbelief based on both things. So for me, even though I am happy and I'm content with my life, at least I hope so. At least I hope so. I still struggle with certain. I still have desires, I still have fears, and I still have misbeliefs about myself. people have certain misbeliefs about, you know, their wealth. Like, it's like, oh, I am not happy because I have a desire to be wealthy, but my fear is that if I do that, then I will go outside my comfort zone, and it will probably make me corrupt. It'll probably make me corrupted by, you know, people's negative energy, people's misbeliefs, and people's fears. And that will be put upon me because we all live together in this world. And we will encounter different perspectives, and those different perspectives can... Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Oh, I won the game, guys. Cool. Yeah, and the last thing I want to leave you guys with is, what is your desire? What is your fear? And what is the misbelief that is created for those? And, you know, maybe in the next Twitch stream I will share mine. So stay tuned for that if you're curious about that. Because I have a lot of misbeliefs about myself, and I also have a lot of fears and but I also have desires. It's like in Harry Potter when you look in through the mirror of Erised. What is your deepest and most desperate desire? Be sure to put that in the comments down below if you want to put it in the comments down below. I really would like to read those. Okay, so let me get back to my main screen here. Hopefully I'm on that. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, guys. If you like what you saw, I hope you like what you saw. If you like what you saw, consider hitting a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of my latest videos. And if you want to follow me on social media, you could follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And also you can follow me on Twitch as well, because I will also do Twitch streams. I haven't put a set schedule on what I do the Twitch streams, but it looks like I'm usually doing Twitch streams on Saturdays around like 3 o'clock to like 3 o'clock to 6. So yeah. Oh yeah. And also, if you want to catch a game with me or any of my friends, or just talk live with us in general, just shoot the breeze, you can join us on the Newbridge Discord server. Okay, so I think that's all. But also remember, guys, everyone is precious. You're as precious as everyone else. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.